Hello chaps, welcome to John Robson Guitar Tuition once again. As always, I do hope you're well. No lessons about exotic scales or picking techniques or anything like that today. It's a bit of a giveaway today on this channel. We're looking at this thing. This is the Line 6 M5 Stomp Box Modeler, which a very generous viewer to this channel has very kindly donated to Guitars for Good Causes. If you're not sure what Guitars for Good Causes is, if you're a new subscriber, then I'll just briefly run through it. Basically, it's a GoFundMe page that I've set up, and you can donate to it in the link below this video here. And what you do is you donate to that. I then use that money to buy guitars and equipment that I then review on this channel. Once I've finished reviewing them, the equipment gets sold off, with proceeds going to Zoe's Place Baby Hospice, which is a charity in Middlesbrough which provides palliative, respite and end-of-life care to children under 5 with terminal illnesses. A fantastically worthy cause, and I'm incredibly proud to support them. I've got a bit of an update coming up later on in a week or so's time about where we are with the finances on this campaign, but the headline news is that since I started this, I think it was in May this year, we've now raised, or you guys I should say, have raised over 2,000 quid for this charity, and I am so pleased and just chuffed beyond words that we've managed to do that. I never dreamt it would reach anything like that, so thank you from the bottom of my heart to everybody who's taken part. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now then, let's talk about this. What is it? It's a stomp box modeler, much like an amp modeler, but this models different pedals. It's got all kinds of classic pedal sounds in there, overdrives, distortions, compressors, reverbs, delays, flanges, chorus, you name it. Anything that you can imagine that would be on your pedal board is living in here in one way, shape or form. Apart from a looper, it doesn't do looping, but you know. So what it allows you to do is to have one effect on at any given time, which confused me a little bit to begin with. You know, why would you want a multi-effects unit that only does one effect at the same time, until I realised it's not a multi-effects unit, it's a stomp box modeler, like it says on the front. So imagine a situation, for instance, where, you know, your pedal board, you have to have two different delay pedals on there, because you've got one set up with a big stereo ping pong multi-track multi-tap delay kind of thing for like this big ambient number that you're doing, and then there's a rockabilly tune further on in the set that where you need a short slap back tape style echo for. Okay, well, this will do both, and you can save them both as presets. And likewise, if you want two different overdrives, or an overdrive and a distortion or whatever, you can save them both as presets on here and just call them up when you need them. I mean, granted, you can't have the overdrive and the delay on at the same time, but you know, it's there is always some compromise. It is a fantastically useful little pedal, even just to have as a spare, because you know, what happens if one of your pedals on your pedal board goes down? Well, you can't carry a spare for each and every one of them, but with this you can. So enough blethering from me. Let's hear what it sounds like. Here's a few sound clips that I just chose at random, sounds that I enjoyed when I was playing around with it. First of all, you'll hear the dry sound of the guitar going into the Vox Tone Lab that I habitually use, which is kind of mimicking a dry sounding amp, which is what you'd kind of plug this sort of thing into. So here's some idea of how it sounds. think you'll agree, that's a pretty nice collection of sounds, just scratching the surface really of the kind of things that this is capable of. It will do all of your what I would call expected normal guitar sounds, like the ones that you heard there, plus a few wacky ones like that one at the end. It pretty much, there's no pedal that it can't mimic really, and if you want to own it, then you can. This is a bit of a giveaway today. Well, it's more accurate to say it's a raffle. Okay, so what you need to do if you want to own this is make a donation to Zoe's Place. The link is also in the description below. Make a donation to that, not the GoFundMe page. Make a donation directly to Zoe's Place. Okay, so they're getting the money direct. Okay, then send me via the email address that you can see on screen or at the end of this video. Send me confirmation of that donation, like a screenshot of the receipt or whatever, and you will get entered into the draw. Each raffle ticket, if you like, costs £5. So to be entered into the draw, you need to donate at least a fiver. If you donate £10, then you get entered twice. £15, you get entered 3 times, etc, etc, etc. And where are we today? Today is the 21st of November. We're going to keep this running, I think. Shall we keep it running till the end of December? So that can be something nice to look forward to in the new year, isn't it? You might just have won yourself a pedal, for a very versatile pedal for a fiver. So if you want to enter, you know what to do. The link is below. Make your donation, minimum £5 to Zoe's Place, and you stand a chance of winning this thing. And that's pretty much it for today, folks. As always, I'll just give you a little bit of a plug for my guitar tuition. If you would like some tailored one-to-one guitar lessons, get in touch with me via the details at the end of this video. If you live on Teesside in the northeast of England, you can come along for a face-to-face lesson. Or wherever you are in the world, you can have a lesson via Skype, and whichever way you do it, your first lesson is free. So you got absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain. And with that, I'll bid you all a good day, say thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all again next time around. Bye for now, folks.